marathon moments.
This is a rite of passage in the spring.
You gotta have endurance and stuff. You can't stop.
Thousands of runners hit the streets for the first ever 2-day Irving Marathon. See the runners having fun and fighting to the finish. Lifeguards wanted.
We can't have summer without pools, and we can't have pools without lifeguards.
Potential lifeguards are put to the test, and these are just the prerequisites. Find out what it takes to protect Irving pools. Plus, we remember former Irving Mayor Dan Matkin, now on City Source. A splashy spectacle that attracted tens of thousands of people to Irving more than a decade ago is coming back. Hello and welcome to City Source. I'm Thomas Gandy. We'll tell you when coming up. But first, in advance of summer pool season, Irving is hiring a lot of lifeguards. We went to a hiring event where people interested faced some challenging tests.
You only have 50 seconds, okay? Make them count.
They are competing against the clock for a shot at a job.
And I can't wait to get started.
This is the City of Irving's lifeguard hiring event at the North Lake Natatorium.
And it helps us fill our lifeguard positions for the summer.
Feet diving first.
Right now we're doing the swim test. That's the first thing that you got to do to become a lifeguard with City of Irving.
I'm ready.
This brick test is considered the most challenging part.
I have to pick up a 10-pound brick.
What do you got down there?
Hold it between your chest, and then swim back.
You got this, you got this, you got this, you got
There are
this.
tests in both deep and shallow water.
You have to take this very seriously.
This challenge can prove to be tougher than it looks. Only about 1 in 3 people pass.
So you did fail your test.
So what drives them to work so hard for this? Some are focusing on the next few months.
I think it's a really good summer job to have, being able to serve the community.
Others are looking at this as a foundation for their futures.
To help me gain experience for helping people and also helping myself in the medical field for the rest of my career.
It's really the field that I'm going to. I want to become like a type of a water physical therapist.
Being a good lifeguard is about more than the physical challenges you see here. Another key component is customer service, knowing how to respectfully enforce rules and interact with residents to make sure everyone has a positive, fun time at Irving Aquatic Centers.
In the front of their certification, it says professional lifeguard. And it's because this is a professional level certification that they're receiving. 15, 16-year-old kids, I treat them as adults because this is a professional job.
People think that lifeguards just sit around, don't do anything or aren't paying attention, but there's a lot that goes into it.
Lifeguards are constantly watching, observing.
Watching people specifically, this is their life.
You got it, you got it, you got it.
Irving will soon have even more opportunities in aquatics.
We are so excited about our 3 new facilities.
A new pool at Lee Park is just weeks away from opening. Construction is starting as the city converts the Center Park pool into an aquatic center that will be open year-round. The new Mustang Park multi-generational facility will also include an aquatic center.
We're essentially tripling the size of our lifeguard staff over the next 2 years.
It's going to be a great impact for our community.
First, these job seekers gotta pass these tests. Then they will go on to get Red Cross certification. All important steps to keep pool patrons safe.
And it's a job that I've been wanting to do for a while.
I just had a dream to help people.
It's nice seeing families have fun knowing that they're in a safe environment.
cityofirving.org/lifeguards has more details on how to apply. The city hires Red Cross certified lifeguards age 15 and older for summer seasonal positions, 16 and older for year-round part-time positions, and 18 and older are eligible for full-time year-round employment. And for those who do not pass that test we showed you, the city offers a program called Guard Ready to help people improve their swimming skills. And you heard me mention the new pools. Get the latest on all of those at cityofirving.org/playirving. We'll be sharing grand opening plans for the Lee Aquatic Park very soon. TxDOT is getting started on a project to rehabilitate State Highway 356, also known as Irving Boulevard. Crews will be improving the concrete and asphalt on this stretch of road from State Highway 183 to the east city limits. Among the areas of special focus are the bridges over MacArthur Boulevard and Loop 12. A few important notes on this project: the state of Texas is fully funding it. The work does not impact the city-owned portion of Irving Boulevard going through downtown that was just recently improved. Most of the work will take place in the overnight hours. It is all scheduled to be complete in September. Significant progress to report on a project we have been following for a couple of years. The new Rochelle Road Bridge between Fairbrook and Stonebrook Streets has opened to traffic. Crews had to rebuild this bridge as part of a larger project to relieve flooding concerns. Teams are making the Embassy Channel wider and deeper. The overall project is designed to remove more than 250 homes from the 100-year floodplain limits. Irving's Family Advocacy Center building remains closed following the March 4th tornado. Right now, the best way to reach the FAC team is by telephone. The number is 972-721-6521. Crews are working to set up new temporary offices in a building off State Highway 114. We will keep you updated when they open. All of the candidates running in the May 3rd general election participated in ICTN's Candidate Forum. You can watch that on ICTN Now on cable or anytime at youtube.com/the City of Irving. City Council District places 1, 2, and 7 are on the ballot in this election. Here are the names of the candidates in the order they will appear on the ballot. A drawing determines that order. In single-member District Place 1, the candidates are John Block and Tony Grimes. In at-large District Place 2, the candidates are Vicky Aquini-Oduke, David Pfaff, Mark Zeski, and Sergio Porez. And in single-member District Place 7, the candidates are Adam Mueller and Priscilla Vigliante. Here are the dates to keep in mind. Early voting runs April 22nd through 29th. Election Day, as I mentioned, is May 3rd. A district map, candidate information, and voting locations are at cityofirving.org/elections. The city secretary's office can answer election questions at 972-721-2493. The Irving Marathon expanded to 2 days this year. Our cameras were all over the course to capture the action, which started and finished at the Toyota Music Factory.
3, 2, 1, let's go!
From the time they start,
I'm excited, I'm hungry, I'm ready to go,
to the time they cross the finish line,
I just really want a cheeseburger right now.
And all points in between,
let's go!
The runners in the Irving Marathon have all the feels.
It's just pure joy.
Being very present and appreciating the moment. Something just hit me halfway, got a little emotional a little bit.
Hey, we wish you your best. One run race of your lives, athletes.
About 4,000 runners took on a range of distances on courses that wound through Las Colinas.
Look at all these beautiful athletes. What is happening right now?
Some are in suits.
Dress for success.
Some are in their full fluffy fur. Others on shoulders, and several in strollers.
This is Haven.
This is Heaven over here.
These twins are only 2 months old. Too tiny for the course right now, but just wait.
I just want to give them a little taste of what's to come because as soon as they can walk, they're going to be able to run after that.
He thinks he's going to have them out there with him soon, running, so we'll see.
2 babies and other twofers worth celebrating.
Oh my medal and oh my double medal!
So today I ran a 5K and I got 3rd in my age group. Right now I'm trying to be a track star.
You know, go for your goals.
Megan O'Gorman just ran a 5K and she is coming right back for a milestone.
Tomorrow I'm running my 200th half marathon, so it's pretty exciting.
Yeah!
More than 150 of these runners are doing back-to-back runs. Double duty made possible by a big change.
First 2-day event in history, and we're fired up.
Saturday offered a 5K and 10K. Sunday was the half and full 26.2-mile marathon.
We hope the Irving Marathon is an event that, surpasses 20,000 people in the future. And we felt that this was a year that we needed to expand ourselves to a 2-day event so that as we grow, we're able to have more people come. The 13th anniversary of the Irving Marathon.
Lazaro Alvarez wants to draw more volunteers to help.
Water down here, water down here.
And groups to participate, such as some of these we spotted, including Irving firefighters.
I thought it would be a good opportunity to get, involved with the community and everything.
What makes the Irving Marathon stand out as an event?
One gets to appreciate what the city of Irving has. The area is just very nice to run around.
Welcome to the streets of Irving.
Yeah, check out some of the scenery. The courses showcase some of the best views of the city.
I love Irving Marathon.
Marathon. It's fantastic, everything about it. There's nothing here that isn't perfection.
You know, the environment here, it's a great party atmosphere.
Now it's like family. I've been coming for the last 5 years, right? So I know a lot of people. So it's like a reunion.
There's a sense of belonging. So whether you're an avid runner or, you're just picking it up for the first time, you know that you're welcome here.
Is our 2025 men's 10K champion!
There are always champions, but no matter when these runners finish, they see the benefit.
That world-class smile coming through.
I want to be young. No pun intended on the last name. No, it keeps me going.
This all just builds my legs up and builds all my body up for all the sports I'm gonna play.
The more you exercise, the more you work at it, the easier it gets.
Give it up, Irving!
All reasons for celebration at the finish line of the Irving Marathon.
Yeah, you'll have this victory forever.
All events in the Irving Marathon running series benefit the Irving Schools Foundation. Next up is the Fiesta de Mayo Half Marathon on May 17th. You can see in this video from last year that a lot of Mexican culture is part of the post-race celebration on the plaza at the Toyota Music Factory. Register at irvingmarathon.com. An event that made a huge splash, actually many splashes in Irving more than a decade ago, is coming back. And a new event is working to stake a claim on the Irving social scene. Maura Gast is Executive Director of the Irving Convention and Visitors Bureau and is here to tell us about both events. Thanks so much for coming in.
My pleasure. I'm glad to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, and I think we have some video to show from Flugtag back in 2013. I think that can do a better job than we can, even though we were both there.
Absolutely.
Of explaining what this event is. But why did Red Bull decide to bring it back?
Well, the great thing about this, it was a tremendous event, but the Urban Center was very, very different in 2013. There was a lot of vacant land, and even though we had a great event with it, we just didn't think they would be wanting to come back now that there wasn't all the land available, now that there wasn't the place to put 60 or 70,000 people that we had the opportunity with before. But the truth is, they wanted to come back because it was such a great experience and they loved working with our team. And these are long-standing relationships. That's what we try to do with every event and every customer, and this is one that really proved its weight.
Yeah, and you mentioned the new development in the area, so how will this time around be different?
Yeah, it's going to look a lot different. So when you remember the pictures of the past, literally every part of land that hadn't been built on was filled with attendees last time. So now all that land around the lake is built on, so we don't quite have that much, but now Levy Plaza is built out and structured, so that's going to look a lot different. So there's going to be a lot of people who are able to watch this event from their apartments or from their offices now, and how we move people to and from the event is going to have to look a little bit different, just because we're really going to have to spread out parking differently and move people differently. So some of that's still in the planning stages with police and their special events department to think about how we can park people around the area and safely move them on foot back and forth, and then working with the Red Bull folks to make sure that even that part of the experience is enjoyable.
More to come on that, but definitely worth watching. And before Flugtag, there is a first time to Irving event called the Rare Steak Championship on May 15th. Since it's new, tell me all about that.
Yeah, so this is an exciting one, and I mentioned earlier relationships, and actually the team that is putting together the Rare Steak Championship is actually the team that we worked with 12 years ago on Red Bull. This is an event that's happened elsewhere. Our staff went and saw it in Houston last year and came back, and we were able to show them Levy Event Plaza and say, this is how we can make this work. We love the idea that it's food focused. It's a very different kind of food festival than some people have seen. It is capped by attendance, so it's not going to be a crazy elbow-to-elbow free-for-all. They're very, very select in how they go about acquiring restaurants to participate.
So how will all of this work? People have the chance to sample local restaurants?
Yep, local restaurants. There's 3 different ticket prices. There is a VIP that gets you in very early. That ticket is $275, and it's not really seating. I guess that standing starts at 5:30. Then the next ticket is the first taste at 6 o'clock, and that is a $175 ticket. And then the general admission lets you in at 7 o'clock, and that one is $125.
Looking at both of these events, Flugtag and Rare Steak Championship, what kind of impact do these have on the city of Irving?
You know, these events in particular, they're great events because they are very much going to draw a lot of attention. They're showy events. Flugtag especially, it is built for social media. It's built for viral moments. They'll help absolutely build the Irving story. In particular with Red Bull, you've got a huge brand and a huge budget that comes with that brand for investment in advertising and promotion. So they're really going to help carry that message far beyond our typical reach. They'll have room night demand for both of those things. I think also important to understand with Rare is that is a grown-ups only event. It is 21 and up, whereas Red Bull's built more for the family. Everybody can come out and enjoy the silliness of that day.
Maura Gast from Visit Irving, thanks so much for coming in.
Pleasure.
You're always welcome here.
Love being here. Thank you.
Again, the Rare Steak Championship is coming up on May 15th. Tickets are available at dallas.raresteakfest.com. Red Bull Flugtag is on September 13th. The link is long for that one, but a search engine will lead you right to it. If you're watching on YouTube, we will have the links in the description. And applications are open now if you want to build your own flying machine. Both of those big events, as I mentioned, will be at Levy Event Plaza. And we have some other fun events to talk about. Kids Rock the Block Party is on Friday, April 25th at the Irving Police Athletic League on O'Connor. The team at the Family Advocacy Center hosts this event to mark Child Abuse Prevention Month. Attendees can learn about community resources while also having fun. Attractions will include a petting zoo, FC Dallas, and demonstrations of Police Athletic League events. And for the past few years, we have documented the improvements at the Jackie Townsell Bear Creek Heritage Center, and now it's ready for a grand reopening called History in Bloom. The celebration is Saturday, April 26th from 1 until 4 p.m. It will be a chance to check out all of the upgraded exhibits and enjoy a ribbon cutting ceremony, free ice cream, and more. The 3 museums that comprise the complex tell the story of the Bear Creek community and African American experience from the time of emancipation of the slaves through the civil rights movement. Here's something that may help you with your springtime gardening. Irving residents can pick up free mulch at the Hunter Farrell landfill during the month of April. Tuesdays through Thursdays, the mulch is available from 8 until 4. On Saturday, the hours are 8 a.m. until noon. This is happening at the Hunter Farrell landfill, 110 East Hunter Farrell Road. Keep in mind that this mulch is in bulk, so transporting it in a pickup truck works well. Otherwise, bring bags or containers to get it to your home. Proof of Irving residency is required. Former Irving Mayor Dan Matkin has died. Think of all of the big projects that made Irving what it is today, and he had a hand in a lot of them. We went through our archives to present this look back at his influential life. We remember Robert Daniel Matkin. He served on Irving City Council, then as mayor from 1971 to 1977, a time of rapid growth for the city.
You do all these things because really you're just kind of dedicated and it becomes just a way of life.
Texas Stadium opened in his first year as mayor.
A real win-win for both the Cowboys and the City of Irving. We had very few city dollars involved in all of that. That was a fun thing to do.
Soon after, DFW International Airport debuted after a lot of work behind the scenes on land and ordinances.
What a lot of people don't realize that the airport could not have come about had it not been for cities like Irving. Obviously, the airport got built, and I had the good fortune to be mayor when it finally got open. And you can see what it's done since then.
And the impact that it's had on Irving since then, and the entire area.
It's been phenomenal.
The current Irving City Hall opened in 1976.
We all wanted to create an atmosphere that would show the citizens that City Hall is open and that every citizen is welcome.
After his time in elected office, he remained involved, most notably with Dallas area rapid transit.
This plan is a great plan.
Matkin served on the Irving Convention and Visitors Bureau Board, where he had deep roots.
Ordinance 2414 was signed by Mayor Dan Matkin, creating the Irving Tourist and Convention Bureau. Sir, thank you very much.
In 72, I happened to be mayor that year. And it was just booming everywhere.
He volunteered his service with numerous organizations, the JCs, Salvation Army, and Rotary among them.
My real hobby has been the Boy Scouts of America.
All of this with his wife of 73 years, Erlene Matkin, by his side.
What would you like to be remembered for?
Oh, gosh, I don't know. I think just to be remembered is probably one of the keys.
Former Irving Mayor Dan Matkin was 92 years old. Welcome to ICTN's Pets of the Week from the Irving Animal Care Campus. Egan Dobson is here with me, and Aspen. Tell me about Aspen.
Aspen is a 8-year-old bulldog mix. She was originally found as a stray, so we don't know her background 100%. But what we can tell you is that she's possibly potty trained. She does well with dogs, as she is such a super trooper, such a sweet girl. She is heartworm positive, but that's okay. You can foster her, we can treat, and you can adopt for free.
She really likes toys.
She loves toys so much. She loves toys. That's her favorite thing, is toys.
And we see the Wonder Woman costume, and that kind of fits in with an upcoming special you have. Tell me about that.
We have a Be a Hero adoption special. Everybody a year and older will be free to adopt starting next week.
And Aspen also fits in with the Seniors for Seniors special that we talked about last time.
She fits all the boxes.
And looking at this costume, it's a wonder this woman has not been adopted yet.
100%.
You had a lot of success. I was so happy to see the pictures on social media at the mega adoption event at the Kay Bailey Hutchison Convention Center. Tell me about the success you had there.
We had, for the 2 days, we went out both Saturday and Sunday. We took about 30 to 40 dogs both days, and we had a total of 31 adoptions, almost half being larger dogs.
That's incredible success. And one of my favorites, Dory, got adopted. I was so happy to see that.
Oh, she was so excited, and the adopter was fantastic. I wish them both just happy ever afters.
Absolutely, for sure. All right, Egan, always bringing us the happy tales. Thanks so much. And you can find the Animal Care Campus at 4140 Valley View Lane, and you can check out the websites you see on the screen for more adoptable animals and to see the latest operating hours. An event is lighting up the night on the Mandalay Canal. On the next City Source, see the fun and food that is part of the Las Colinas Light Club and find out how you can take part. Also, some hardworking volunteers help get the West Irving Aquatic Center ready for summer crowds. Those stories and much more next time on City Source. Here is how to connect with us. Please make note of our new email address. It's ictn@irvingtx.gov. Our YouTube channel is youtube.com/The City of Irving. We hope you will subscribe and hit that like button on the videos you watch, and we always appreciate it when you leave us some positive comments. And you can look for updates on events and initiatives across the major social media platforms at the City of Irving. And that's it for this edition of City Source. Thanks for watching, stay healthy, and we'll see you next time.